Okay, cool. So, welcome everyone to TPMPC. Here in Darmstadt, I'd like to give you some welcome remarks of how this all will happen the entire week. Let's start with a big thank you to Andreas and Jens for setting up all the cables here. This is a miracle that this is working, and we're trying to record and put everything later on YouTube. We are not sure if this works, but we'll try our best. So thanks first of all to the whole Encrypto group. You all helped tremendously in getting these preparations done. I had no sleepless nights at all because I believe that this will go through and everything will happen. And I'd like to mention two special people who spent a lot of effort over more than a year working on that. And that is Petra Fuhrmann, our team assistants, who did all the administrative stuff. So thanks a lot for all your help. And then also Nishat, who just joined us in this spring, and her first task was to organize TPMPC, and I would never imagine how much work this is, from visa letters to student stipends, and whoa, this was so much effort and so much help you helped with organizing the scientific part of the conference. So thanks a lot, Nishat, as well, and a big hand of applause to Nishat. Okay, so if you have any organizational questions, we are running around with our Encrypto merch t-shirts and hoodies, so feel free to approach us, and we will try to help you out as much as we can. So also a big thank you to all those who are making up the program of the conference. We have 12 invited speakers, so thanks for accepting our offer and coming here. We have 25 contributed speakers and many, many more who submitted contributed talks. Unfortunately, we could only fit 25 of them. We have 15 session chairs who will guide you through the program. We have 5 diversity panelists for tomorrow, and we have industry session exhibitors for an industry session that will happen on Wednesday afternoon. So thanks a lot to all who make up the program for TPMPC. Then also thanks to all those who selected the program. We had 10 TPMPC program committee members and the TPMPC steering board, of course, in the background, helping with all your experience in organizing this for many, many times in Aarhus, which is always a big role model. And it will be different here in Darmstadt. And we're very happy that we don't have to travel to Aarhus this time and that people from Aarhus actually came here. So thanks also for the help in the background. Okay, and then also a big thanks to all our sponsors who provide substantial financial support. We wanted to have the registration fee really as low as €100. So a big sponsor is the European Research Council and the Crossing project here from TU Darmstadt. And then we also have a couple of industry sponsors, Cybernetica, Intel, Partisha, and VMware, who help a lot with the financial situation. So thanks to all of you for helping us to run the conference. All right, we are 159 registrations. Some people might arrive a little later. There were some problems with flights and so on, but 159 registrations, we are literally booked out, but there's enough food. We come from 23 countries all over the world. Top runner Germany with 51. We have 17 persons from the US coming one of the furthest distances, 13 from Denmark, 10 from the Netherlands, and even Australia, Japan, and people who flew a very far distance. So thanks a lot for coming here. We come from 81 different organizations. Some have multiple of them, but most of them are actually single persons from a single institution. So I hope we can all connect and get to know each other during the conference. We are a pretty diverse community, or getting more and more diverse, let's say. We have 172% people who identify or want to be called by he or him. We have 24% she or her, and 4% they or them. So we're getting more and more diverse. And we will actually organize for the first time a diversity panel to see how we can even enhance the diversity in our community, which will happen on Tuesday. So if you're around in Darmstadt, you should also enjoy the city. And thanks to Guri for putting a super nice leaflet, how to navigate the city. You find it everywhere. We have a stand up there in the catering room, encrypto.de/Darmstadt. You find information about Darmstadt, some historic information, some transportation information. We have free Wi-Fi in the city in many places. We have free water in the city. It's safe to drink tap water, by the way, here in Germany. We have a lot of selected lists of cafes, restaurants, and bars, which we like a lot. So there's all options around in the city, so you'll find all the information in the leaflet and also some touristic highlights. As I said already, we have Edo Rome here working somewhat reliably, and we have a special Wi-Fi TPMPC with password TPMPC 1451 that you're all connected. So it's a bit challenging to navigate the rooms, because I thought this room looks nice, it's super modern, but we don't have a table, and we are computer scientists and we want to read emails from time to time at least. So we decided that in the morning, in the sessions until lunch, we are in this room with the catering area right next to it. And in the afternoon session, we'll walk across the street where you entered in a lecture hall. So the afternoon sessions will happen in the clock tower. There will be signs also to lead you there, but essentially leave the building here and cross the street and enter the building with the tower, and there's a big lecture room. It looks like a cinema. So this is like the formal room, and the other one is more the cinema room. All catering will happen here. So you'll find that for the coffee breaks, the lunch, everything will be here. Also for the conference dinner after the RAM session or together with the RAM session, everything will happen where you did the registration there. If you're hungry or thirsty, go to the catering area. If you want to have meetings, it's not as nice as in Aarhus, where you can just walk out the lecture room and there's tables all over the place. For fire emergency reasons and stuff, we are not allowed to put tables anywhere else except in the catering room. So we have a dedicated meeting room reserved where you can go and to have dedicated meetings, which is also just across the street. So here's a map. I hope this one is working. Oh, there is something. Point here. Oh, it has massive lag. No matter. Okay, so we are in the main building here, S103 in the center, and then if you cross Hochschulstraße to the northwest, you have the clock tower building where the afternoon sessions will happen, and also the industry session. And the meeting room is at Kantplatz at the top right. And there's also, do you see the mouse pointer? No. Here's something happening. So on the northeast, you'll see the meeting room there. And the Kantplatz is also there. You'll find a couple of decent coffee places. So if you want to have really proper coffee, go there. There's an ice cream place at the Magdalenenstraße at the corner, and there's another coffee there to find proper coffee. We'll have a group photo down there where we'll all walk there. You can't miss it. It's next to the university library. Okay, restrooms. For all buildings except this one, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's close to the meeting rooms. But here you find the restrooms in the corners of the building. So it's like we're here at this yellow circle in the middle. And if you just go to the corners of the building, you might have to go half a floor down for the men's or ladies' rooms. And you'll find them there. So it's a bit harder to navigate here, but it's all on that map. And we'll put the welcome presentation online as well. Good. A couple of program highlights. So all the talks we'll try to record. And the speakers, please send your slides before your session to this email address as soon as they are ready. And come here 5 to 10 minutes before you start your presentation to meet the session chair and say hi and get everything set up. On Tuesday before lunch, we'll have a diversity event with panel members, and we'll discuss. It's going to be a very interactive session on diversity in our TPMPC community. And in the evening, we'll have the guided tour over the UNESCO World Heritage Martildenhöhe, and we'll meet there at 5:20. So the program stops at 5, and then we just walk all together to Martildenhöhe. And there's going to be 2 blocks of groups. So the first 3 groups start at 5:30, and the second 3 groups will start at 5:45. And there, for those who have signed up, but there's probably also a little bit more room. If you haven't signed up, you can also go. We'll have 6 tours overall where you learn about the history of Darmstadt. On Wednesday, we'll do the group photo right before lunch. And then we'll have, in the afternoon, the industry session where people from industry show their latest and greatest achievements. We'll have posters. We'll also have 2 demos that you can see. And this is going to be an interesting session as well. And from there, we move directly into the run session. And as always, if you want to give a short talk, max 5 minutes, we'll throw you off stage. And you see here, this might get dangerous. No, just kidding. So please send your slides by Wednesday at 12 to this email address, and we'll have a nice run session and a lot of food for the evening. So please take care of yourselves during the Wednesday. There's a lot of food in the evening. We'll stay hungry over the day, and then we'll have to eat excellent food for the run session. Okay, So finally, we want to all make TPMPC a great experience for everyone. Therefore, we want to create a safe space where any form of discrimination or harassment, be it on the basis of your identity, age, or whatever, will not be tolerated. And I should also not make jokes of throwing people off stage. Okay, so in case anything happens, please feel free to contact the Code of Conduct team, which is Andreas Brüggemann, Nora Kayata, I saw her a second ago over there, and me. Just approach us. We'll treat everything confidentially, and let's all have a good time here at TPMPC and respect each other's personalities. Good. With that, a final click, not to the backup slides, to the slides before the backup slide. Slide before the backup slide. Okay. So here are a few highlights. We are here in the city center. West of us is Herrengarten, where you'll find a nice park. This is the UNESCO World Heritage, Mathildenhöhe, which we will visit for the guided tour. And if you want to make a small walk, I would highly recommend to walk north from here to Hundertwasserhaus, which is a beautiful, colorful building. You can watch it from the outside. I was told that each window had to look different. So all the windows are completely different, and it's very colorful and a very beautiful building. So if you want to have another site there, feel free to go to Hundertwasserhaus as well. So I wish us all a great week, and please enjoy the 10th theory and practice of multi-party computation workshop here in Darmstadt. Thanks for listening, and I hand over to Kassa for the first session. Thank you.